Hello relatives, welcome to this week's Schlagbite for the week October 22nd, 2009, entitled Sweat Lodge Tragedy. I've been putting off writing about the Sweat Lodge tragedy at the Spiritual Retreat Center near Sedona, Arizona that has now left 3 people dead. Actually, I didn't want to write until I heard the man in charge explain what happened, but James Arthur Ray, a best-selling self-help entrepreneur and promoter of financial abundance, isn't talking. Ray hasn't said anything about what happened inside that sweat lodge. On his website, he says only that he's being tested and that he is shocked and saddened by the tragedy because there are so many more questions than answers at this time. He believes it's inappropriate to comment further until we know more. And indeed, we do need to know more, but we need to know more from Ray, because otherwise we have to draw our own conclusions from what we do know about him. I actually met James Ray at a professional speakers meeting. Handsome, charming, he wanted to show me how he could help me market myself and increase my revenue stream exponentially. I didn't buy. Actually, that huckster smoothness left me squirming. Anyhow, he has done remarkably well as a self-help financial guru, preaching the gospel of abundance. He has appeared on Oprah, Larry King, and The Secret. He is the CEO of JRI, a multi-million-dollar business that was recently named on Inc. magazine's list of America's fastest-growing private companies. James Arthur Ray got over 60 people to pay $9,000 apiece to participate in a 5-day spiritual warrior retreat that he teaches and that culminated in a sacred Native American ceremony. Ray's ceremony, however, bears little resemblance to the holy ritual that I know and practice. His sweat lodge was 415 square feet. That's a structure large enough that the county required a building permit. The traditional sweat lodges of the Plains tribes are small structures, maybe 10 feet in diameter and 4 feet high, 90 square feet. Their frames are made out of willow saplings and then covered with blankets or canvas. The Navajo dig theirs into the ground and then cover forked sticks with earth. But whatever the style, they're always built to accommodate a small group, maybe 15 people. More if you can really squeeze them, but a few more. The ceremonial leaders who conduct the ceremony are recognized by the Native community as keepers of a lodge, a traditional fireplace that has been handed down to them from a recognized spiritual leader. The ritual takes between 1 and 2 hours. There are 4 rounds or doors. Between each round, the flap is open, more stones are brought in, and people can choose to go out for a short time and return if they want to. I've been participating with Native people in sweat lodge ceremonies for over 40 years. I am the keeper of a lodge at my home, an honor bestowed after a long apprenticeship. I use my lodge regularly, and people from all faiths and ethnicity participate. There's no charge, and generally we have a potluck afterwards. I have participated in sweat lodge ceremonies with thousands of people in North and Central America and Europe as well, through the nonprofit Turtle Island Project. No one has ever died, not old people, not children, not the sick or the wounded. Most people have found the ceremony profoundly enlightening, as it was intended to be. My heart reaches out to the families of those who died and who are still ill. This retreat and sacred ceremony were sold as an opportunity to illumine the spirit. What it delivered was the result of perverting something sacred into something profane. How can you tell the difference? Before you come to this sacred ceremony, find out if Indian people are involved, and if the ceremonial leader is trained in the tradition. And you can be sure that if the sweat lodge can fit 60 people, and costs $9,000 to participate, you're probably just feeding the bottom line of one of the fast-growing private companies in America. That's what I'm thinking this week. I wish you a good week. Remember, we're all connected in a good way. I say this for all my relations. Mitakuiase.